'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a grouse. Did I read that right? A grouse? Can someone find the internet who wrote that? Because oh, for God's sake. Who let a grouse loose in here? This is a cinema, people. There's a certain level of hygiene we need to uphold. I mean, it is a cinema, so the bar isn't that high. As long as there's used chewing gum on every other square foot of floor and a 60-40 skin to acne ratio behind the popcorn counter, then we fulfill our quota. But still, that elaborate opening was my way of telling you that it's Christmas. And in the true spirit of Christmas, let's all do some giving. You can give me a like and a subscribe, while I give my producer 2.5 hours of footage which he will have to spend his Christmas break meticulously editing. Of course, Hollywood movies will lead you to believe that giving is the only meaning of Christmas. But do you know what the real meaning of Christmas is?
Love?
Wait, what?
Is it love?
I wasn't talking to you.
But you look straight at me.
I was looking down at the camera. You just happened to be stood behind it. Why are you even here? I have a tripod. You're totally redundant. No, kids. The true meaning of Christmas isn't love. It's revenge, murder, and sin. These are 5 festive movies with questionable morals. Merry Christmas! Let's begin with the greatest Yuletide movie of all time, Jingle All The Way. Or as it's known in Arnie's native language. I actually see a lot of resemblances between my life and 1996's Jingle All The Way. Jamie is a little dick. I too was a little dick. His father is an Austrian bodybuilder and former politician. My dad, you know, is a little dick. And in both cases, the children were left disappointed by one Christmas where their father failed to get their dream toy. I still resent my father for not getting me that My Little Pony when I was younger. Sometimes when I go to his, I will deliberately leave the hall light on just because I know that will make any father's blood absolutely boil. And that's how it should be. Jamie should resent Arnold Schwarzenegger, and not just for his stint as Mr. Freeze. Instead, Jingle All The Way tells us that we should ruin everyone else's lives in order to get what we want. Dads, listen, if you don't have your kid's PS5 this year, don't worry. Just punch a reindeer in the face and you'll get one. And if that doesn't work, why not try impersonating a police officer? The console will just fall into your arms, or better yet, threatened to explode a police station with a bomb. This all actually happened in the film. You say terrorists, I say father for justice. Miracle on 34th Street is one of my mum's favourite Christmas films. Let's ruin it, shall we? When I was younger, my mother would always advise me not to take sweets from a stranger. She wasn't worried I'd be abducted. I mean, who would want this? She was just concerned that if I did eat the sweets, as I'm a diabetic, her medical bills would go through the roof. But Miracle on 34th Street doesn't take this into consideration. In fact, it preaches the opposite. If you are a young girl, only talk to a creepy man who you've just met in a supermarket if he possesses magical powers, and then it's totally a-okay. 2020 has been a huge step towards racial equality, and it's genuinely so overdue and just great to see that we're finally beginning to eliminate systemic racism. But not at Christmas. Christmas is racist. I'm not talking about various depictions of Santa because he's always illustrated as a white man. That would be silly. Santa isn't real. I'm talking about the Grinch. That is racist. Sure, the Grinch may look like a heroin-addicted Chewbacca, but he's just a lovable green guy who was laughed out of school because he looked different. Now let's take this format and give the Grinch a new characteristic. He's no longer just a green hairy bloke, he's Jewish. He goes to school and he's bullied by lots of blonde hair, blue-eyed kids because he's Jewish. Oh yeah, this film hits differently now, doesn't it? Of course, I don't actually think this film's racist. I think How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a brilliant film, and disclaimer is nowhere comparable to, you know, the Holocaust. I just want to make that clear. The main reason I'm so annoyed is because look at the Whovians' tiny, perfect little noses. And here I am, my nose looks like the mountain the Grinch lives on.
Oh, Dan, mate, you are beautiful on the outside and the inside.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I know this isn't in the script or anything, but looking at your stupid face, it reminds me how much you look like a... You look like a Whovian. With your stupid little face, the nose I just want to punch. You even more like one like, Daniel, don't worry, you're handsome. Freak, look at you two. Oh, go away. Big Christmas scene, you big weird looking weirdo. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the Whovians live on a snowflake. I think I win. It's snowing. Look, a small Whovian village landed on my hand. Dead. Wow. That snow stopped really quickly. It's almost as if it wasn't real at all. This year has seen a lot of people lose their jobs, whether it's due to furloughs or redundancies. 2020 has been rough on many industries. There is, however, a solution to this matter. Kill Father Christmas and you get his job, the Santa Claus. That's an actual Disney film. You can't spell Christmas without Home Alone, can you? No, that wasn't rhetorical, I'm just really bad at spelling. Home Alone sees Kevin McAllister, after a series of arguments with his family, wish that they'd all disappear. The next day, they accidentally leave him home alone. Oh my god, I've just worked out why that film's called what it's called. What? Now, I'm not a parent that I know of, but I assume the family were quick to turn around and save their young son. What? They just went on their holiday? No, that's cool, I suppose, yeah. He was attacked by possibly murderous criminals. Are you sure this... Okay, he then attacked them and fought them off. Wow, let's rewind here a little bit. A small Hoovian village landed on my hand. Sorry, I think you've rewound way too far. Here you can see Kevin, an 8-year-old boy. He was a child and he dropped a burning iron onto a man's face. Here I am seeing my friend Jack's face with an iron. There's nothing funny about that, but... Right, no, sorry. Here I am applying pressure to the iron and really giving him 3rd-degree burns on his... Every time! It's funny. What?
Sorry to disturb you, but...
What do you want?
You said you was going to pay me.
I did say I was going to pay you, but this horrible, grotesque, burny little oozy face of yours has probably put all of the viewers off. The drop-off rate has gone through the roof. You've essentially lost yourself a paycheck, so well done. Get that horrible, minging-looking face out of there. Disgusting. Where was I? That's a crime. During this film, he committed several acts of violence. He deliberately froze over his stairs to make this man fall down. He heated his metal doorknob so when someone grabbed it, they'd burn their hand. He booby-trapped the stairs with a nail so this barefoot man would impale his foot. He needs to be punished. What? He's already been punished? Well, good. What happened to him? Oh, he met Donald Trump. No, that's too much. That is unfair. The legal system is very unjust. And there we have it. 5 Christmas movies with horrific morals. So this Christmas, as you sit down with your family to watch Love Actually, maybe think again. No, not because you're watching it with your nan and at one point you're going to have to pretend you didn't make eye contact with Joanna Page's Christmas puddings, but because that too will probably have a weird dark message. Exhibit A. It's Christmas, so why the fuck is she wearing devil horns? It makes no sense. I generally think that's worse than her trying to sleep with a married man, surely.